The agenda of this session today is we're going to talk about what's the difference between in-house SOC and managed service or managed detections response. I just like to step back and ask a more important questions because the real decision today is not can we buy a security tools or services? But I think the real question is, can we truly operate 24/7 security capability ourselves? So buying a tools or services is not mean you actually have a security operations center itself.
The in-house SOC and the managed SOC, it's like they are two different. So if you have an in-house SOC, it's going to be way more costly for you in terms not only with the tools and also the staff and the time to get to maturity and all of that stuff. When you get a managed SOC, usually they already have specialists. They are already trained for a long time. They already have experience in other infrastructures. So the implementation of that analysts, the seniors or architects, it's much faster because they know already what they are doing, right? They know already a similar company or similar processes, a similar CM, everything, right? Person. When the managed SOC, the service provider in this case, already has that person in there and can allocate their resources to you, right? And plus on the top, the tools that the managed SOC has, it's way more powerful than an in-house SOC can have. An in-house SOC, usually if you pay for a threat intelligence tool, you pay around 20,000 euros per year. And imagine that the managed SOC, so managed SOC already has that tool, but they have already, let's say 30, 40, 50 customers, which that cost is divided among all customers. So when they have a new customer, they can make a shorter price. They had an in-house SOC, which they thought that was enough. So let's say 150 countries, 150 domains, 150 domain controllers, and a million possible ways of things going wrong. And they have a small security company. They have like 2 or 3 guys taking care of a whole global infrastructure. So imagine this happened also to me. It was an automotive company which is 8% of the Germany's GDP. So you can imagine who is it. So our SOC took control and detected the suspicious activity on them. It was basically a machine that I noticed that the naming convention was not the same. So the naming pattern of the machine was not compliant with the naming of the branch of that automotive company. This rapid response, we actually saved or protect 80% of Germany's GDP. To be a massive impact to Germany and to Europe itself and around the world, with all the consequent vendors that are attached with Sentinel, which is this is the CM, as we told. And this is the system where we gather the alerts from multiple customers. So imagine that we have here on the side multiple customers. Now at this moment we have just Sentinel, Cypro. The rest is redacted. So here we can see all the incidents that come in from all the customers, and we also can make all the configuration necessary to either automate, add more capabilities, detection engineering, and whatnot. After we receive the alert, we investigate part of the alert, and then we go for the next step, which is a deeper investigation of the case, right? Which, we have 7 users that have connected to 21 IPs. We need to check which users connect where and whatnot. So there's the activity, there's everything. The good thing of Microsoft and the Sentinel is that most part of Europe and even the world uses Microsoft. So the integration of it on a actual infrastructure that's already running is very easy and very fast. Let me just go here back to home and just to show you again the overview. You can have the overview of all your infrastructure. You can have reports. You can have proactive approach to your infrastructure, not only hardening servers, but also hardening your compliance, hardening your users, and having your company safe for a fair amount. So sometimes, and this is something that I want to advise everybody that wants to get a managed SOC, always be sure that you get the value for the money, because not every company is able to give all this, but you should be interested on what they are giving you for that amount of money that you are paying for the managed SOC. And then compare if you can make better or not, or look for multiple providers. So yeah, definitely. Just to comment on that, for me, it's the most important thing is be closer to the customer and understand their business and understand their infrastructure. Have a 3D view, or at least a map of their infrastructure. So the architects can have a look and say, here are the blind spots. Here is this and that. We can't just deploy a CM tool and wait for alerts to come. We should be proactively having worked together with the admins and with their CISOs or whoever it is on their security who leads that, so we can understand also their business, what they need first, and what is the most critical for them. It's very important as part, actually. Good that you
I just would like to say thank you also, and I think it's a great and important subject for so many companies right now. So I hope it is well received, and we are of course very happy to continue the discussion. It's an important decision to take. It's a major change for many companies, many society critical companies who really have to do this now if they're going to follow the law. So it is like we heard Pedro saying, it's going from like 200 days to a few hours of detection and notifying authorities. So it's a huge change in how to be able to secure our assets. And yeah, no, thank you to both of you very well, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, everyone, and I wish you have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice one.
Bye.
Bye.